Did you know that vitamin D is the most common deficiency? What does that mean for the health of your musculoskeletal system? So you're probably saying, Kristen, what's even involved in my musculoskeletal system? I'm glad you asked. The musculoskeletal system includes our muscles and our skeleton. So for the muscular part of it, this includes our cardiac muscles, and these form the muscular layer of our heart. Smooth muscle, this comprises the wall of the blood vessels and our hollow organs. Skeletal muscles attach to the bones and provide our voluntary movement. Some of these include our head and our neck muscles, like our face, the tongue, and the larynx. Our trunk muscles, which would include the back, our abdominal muscles, and our pelvic area. Upper limbs, like our shoulders, arms, forearms, and hand. Lower limbs, including our hip, thigh, leg, and our feet. That's a lot of things connecting a lot of movement. It also includes our tendons, and we'll talk a little bit more about those in a minute. Then for the skeletal part of it, this includes our bones. That's kind of obvious, right? Our cartilage, and that's the flexible connective tissue that's found in multiple organ systems of the body. I thought it would just be involved in the bones and all of that. It's apparently in other places. So that was kind of fascinating to find out. Also, our joints, those things that allow us to move more freely. Ligaments, which are the fibrous bands that are made of dense, regular connective tissue, which is similar in structure to our tendons. But unlike the tendons that connect muscles to bone, ligaments connect bone to bone. So they're very similar, but do just a bit different thing. And then also the bursae, which are small sac-like outpouchings of the joint cavity that are lined by synovial membranes. And I don't even begin to know how to explain quite all of that to you, but these things are found around the joints, and they provide cushioning of the associated bones, tendons, and muscles, and they reduce friction between the adjacent structures. So something I've never heard of before, but vital to all of that working and like the comfort as we move. So let's break it down and look at some things that can help with the health of each of these kind of sections. Muscle health, ashwagandha, we've talked about this before. We talked about it in relation to hormones a week ago, but this boosts testosterone and that promotes muscle growth. So this is great for guys who are looking to build up their muscles, for teen guys as they're growing. Some women also find it helpful, but I specifically think men, especially when we're talking about boosting testosterone, since that's one of their main hormones. Then lean protein, fresh fruits and veggies, just fruits and veggies. Fresh obviously would be best, but my brain's adding words there. And then whole grains. Those things are all helpful to the muscles. Then the tendons, vegetables, again, are super helpful, especially leafy greens. They have been found to fight off oxidative stress, which causes inflammation in the body. And a lot of issues that people tend to have with their tendons are traced back to inflammation. So now you know, vegetables, leafy greens are good for helping your body with inflammation. That's fascinating. I love how God created our bodies and created food to help our bodies heal and function at their best. Then also protein. This is known for promoting natural recovery in the body. Berries, which are high in vitamin C, which this vitamin C is then known for rebuilding collagen, which is a building block of our tissue in our body. Potassium and magnesium are both known for supporting the recovery process in the body as well. So all of those things are great for maintaining the health of your tendons, and if that's something you need to focus on. Then bones and joints, because like these things were so closely tied together, I couldn't really separate them. Vegetables, which support bone density. Protein, which makes up 50% of our bones. Like, I thought that was fascinating. I never knew that. Calcium, this is the main mineral in our bones and is also super important to its strength and that sort of thing. This is like, if you had asked me what's good for bones, calcium would have been the first thing I had said. And I think that's what most people would say. But who knew all these other things were also included? Vitamin D and vitamin K, both of them are needed for the body to properly absorb calcium and be able to use it to then help with the bones. So that's really neat. There are natural pairings of those vitamins and minerals, and you have to have both for the body to properly be able to use whichever one you're looking for. Omega-3s, these also help with calcium levels. And as far as joints and those kind of things, it also helps to lubricate the tendons, cartilage, ligaments, and all of that help with movement. So that's pretty fascinating. And then also getting sufficient calories in your diet. Things I was reading suggested at least 1,200 calories per day to support that bone health. Then we'll move on to ligaments and cartilage. Citrus is really good for this, and I thought that was fascinating. But again, that vitamin C, similar to the berries for the tendons, this still promotes that collagen production. So tendons and the ligaments and cartilage have a lot in common as far as things that support them. So that vitamin C. And then omega-3s, this does the same thing as the vitamin C, but it's another way to help keep that collagen up. And then turmeric, this maintains natural inflammation levels and response in the body. So it's healthy to have inflammation in the body. We need it. But when it becomes too much, then we have problems. So turmeric helps to keep that balanced. And then again, you can go back to those leafy vegetables to help with that process as well. Cinnamon also can be helpful for inflammation. So it has a similar benefit as the turmeric. Zinc, this promotes the natural repair process of the body. Protein also helps with that. So both of those are there in that list. And then minerals of all kinds promote natural healing in the body. And antioxidants, again, support the natural inflammation response. So multiple things there to help with whatever you may need with that particular part of this system. One of the most common things I hear is people don't want to change their diet because it's a hassle or it's not going to fly with your family at the dinner table. And I get that. We're busy or we have picky eaters, whatever it may be. This is why I love sharing the simple options that Young Living offers for us. Powergize has the ashwagandha that we talked about to help build muscle and keep those testosterone levels healthy, like we talked about last week. So if that's something specifically that your man is looking for, that would be great for him. Women also can benefit from it. So it's not strictly for the men, but that is who Gary formulated this for. Pure Protein Complete. This is our protein powder. It comes in chocolate or vanilla spice. I've tried the chocolate and I love it. Super simple, easy to use. The bag will last you. It lasted me like a month when I was drinking it every day while I was pregnant. So that kind of gives you an idea. And sometimes Jared would snitch some. So there's that too. You might have to keep your family out of the protein powder. Multi-greens. Nobody gets enough greens in their diet. But this capsule, you take like 2 a day or more. If you desire, you can. But this helps you get those greens in your diet to support that healthy. I don't even remember what this came with. Let me look back. Wow, guys, I just blanked entirely. The healthy tendons. So support those tendons with your multigreens. That is not how this is marketed, but it is interesting to see how these ingredients show up in different places. And then Super C for that vitamin C to help with your collagen. Super Cal Plus, this is calcium, magnesium, plus vitamin D and vitamin K. So I love how Gary paired those things together so that our body absorbs them to the best of its ability. Balance Complete, this contains potassium, all sorts of minerals, and all sorts of vitamins. This is kind of like a meal replacement type shake thing, similar to like a protein powder idea as well. But this one tastes like a vanilla cookie. You can add berries and things to it to add some vitamin C or whatever, and change up the flavor however you might like to give you some variety. I like that option. I've tried that as well. Omega Gi's 3, this is our healthy fats and omega 3s. So to help with all those good things that those good fats do in the body. I'm trying to stay compliant, you guys. And then golden turmeric to help support the body in its restoration and recovery. Again, we recommend that you take that at night because the body does a lot of its restoration in that like deep sleep cycle. So it's great to take just before bed, and you can just mix half a teaspoon into milk or juice or whatever you want to drink before you go to bed. And then, of course, last but not least, and definitely not least, our Ningxia Red Juice, the whole body wellness support with that goji berry and all the antioxidants. And you just can't beat it. It's super simple. 1 ounce a day. You pour it, you drink it, you go. Super easy and really makes a big difference. So let me also remind you, I'm not a doctor. None of these things I've said are evaluated by the FDA. This is simply educational, not medical advice, educational to empower you to make decisions for your health. And one of my favorite things about Young Living is the community that we get to help us on that health journey, to help keep us on the wagon or pick us back up when we've fallen off the wagon, whatever that may be. So the way to join my family and get your hands on some of these awesome things that can help you with your musculoskeletal system is to follow the link below. So it's either going to be in my comments or in the description, depending on where you're finding me on social media. This is going to bring you to a custom bundle that I have put together based on what I just told you. So you're going to add whatever you want in that list of things to your cart. Then you're going to fill in your personal info, complete the order. It will take you through all the steps. It's super self-explanatory. This is going to put these items on our Subscribe to Save program so that you get that 24% wholesale discount on what you're ordering. So here's the details on how Subscribe to Save works, because this is brand new with Young Living. This is a no minimum order. Guys, this is amazing. Before, we had to order $50 to be on the subscription program. There is now no minimum. It's beautiful and opens up the opportunity so many people. You can set your frequency for every month, every 2 months, or every 3 months. So it does not have to come to you every single month. It can come at those increments, which is also awesome because it gives you that flexibility as well. You have a flexible shipping date. It doesn't always have to come on the same date. You can go in and change your date. All of this information is on one page in one place, and it's the way they've restructured this is so exciting to me. You get that 24% discount I was talking about. You can customize every order. So this is not you are locked into getting the same order forevermore, and I just don't want this anymore. You can change it every single time it comes to you. You can do all sorts of things to customize the order, which I can walk you through if you want more explanation on how that works. I just don't want to flood you with details and make this very long. You also then have the option to earn loyalty points. So this is loyalty rewards is kind of like the top layer of our subscription program where you can earn points back. So you get all of the same discounts and perks as Subscribe to Save. This is a $50 or more order. So when you hit $50 or more, you automatically unlock the loyalty rewards program for that particular order. So you'll automatically get 10% back in loyalty points. When you order $50 or more consistently, then you're going to start earning more back. Your percentage will build, and every point you build up is worth $1. So I love how quickly the points build up and the fact that they're actually worth $1. You don't have to build up like 1,000 to finally hit $1. 1 point, $1. You can then cash those in for anything you want on the Young Living site. It's amazing. So that's the best way to do this. Get it on a subscription. You get that discount. Then if you want, you can go up and hit that 50 PV, the $50, and then earn a percentage back as well to then earn free product. Super awesome. Next week, we're going to talk about the urinary system. I know it's not polite to talk about the potty. I will keep it as clean and G as possible, but we are going to talk about how that system functions and what we can do to support it. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Tuesday night. Thanks for being here, and I will talk to you next week.